One of the most daunting things about reaching adulthood is learning how to interact and befriend others. Whether it be in a school setting or a workplace, knowing how to socialize with people is an important skill to know. Dale Carnegie explains this in his self-help book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, that the best way to have people like you is to fix yourself first. This sentiment is explained in 3 fundamental principles. Number 1, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Number 2, give honest and sincere appreciation. And number 3, inspire in the other person an eager want. Oftentimes, when we want others to do things right, it's easy to condemn them for not doing so, to push the blame onto them for not following the explicit instructions that we have given them. What we fail to realize is that when we scold others for not doing things the way we want them to, we fail in communicating why we want them done in a certain way. When we interact with other people, we are dealing with people full of emotion, feelings, prejudices, and faults. They may view themselves as being in the right in their point of view, while we ourselves think that we are in the right. It is important to note that whenever we want people to do things correctly and cooperatively, scolding them will not solve the problem. Instead, by taking time and being compassionate and understanding towards the other person and asking why they are finding a task difficult, will make your relationship with that individual a lot better. Dale Carnegie explains that the only way to have people do what you want them to do is to make the other person want to do it. No matter how much we scold or threaten or even chastise, people will not do what you want them unless they want to do it themselves. So, what do people want? John Dewey, a psychologist, has stated that one of humanity's deepest desires is to be important. Giving people a sense of importance not only helps in having people do what you want them to do, but that sense of importance sticks with a person for a long time. Being honest and sincere to people helps kindle new relationships. Because of how much people value their importance, by being appreciative, people are more likely to keep coming back to you because they see how much you value them. There's a saying that goes, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. That applies to how you should act around others, and usually, people will only take it into being polite to others in order to make them do things the way they want them to. But I think that it goes deeper than that. Why is it that when we want to influence people, that we only think about ourselves? If we want to do others to do things for us, why do we insist in making it about things that only interest us? Carnegie expands on the idea that in order to influence others, we first have to know what they want. By helping and fulfilling in that person's interests or want in life, you are more likely to get a positive reaction than if you were to mention something that they are not interested in. Take it to example in fishing. When you go out into the water, you use worms as bait to get fish. You wouldn't feed a fish human food in order to catch it. This type of logic can be applied in how we want to influence others. Regardless of what you have listened to in this video, one of the main points of learning how to handle people is to never think about yourself. Think about what it is that the other person wants or desires. Whether it be importance, appreciation, or an interest, take these things into account the next time you're hoping to influence or even befriend a person. Once you learn this skill, it'll help make your interactions with others a lot better.